What is the number one challenge, whether short-term or long-term, that you want Arctic Sentry to help you solve?
The biggest security threat, physical security threat in the Arctic is Russia. And there are various aspects of that. There are other layered threats in there, but first and foremost, and consistent with many of the other aspects of NATO security development, is unfortunately it is a common threat, and that is the case in the Arctic. First point. Second, I just underscore that it is welcome, arguably overdue, but welcome, that now NATO is focusing increasingly on Arctic security, and Arctic Sentry obviously is a manifestation of that. It needs to be fully developed, and what you're hearing from all of us is the commitment in order to do that.
As Arctic nations with valuable resources that President Donald Trump wants, do you feel the U.S. threat to Greenland's sovereignty and Canada's sovereignty is over? And what specific actions can you as middle powers take together to defend each other against threats to your nation's self-determination?
This is a very positive discussion. So it's how do we take more responsibility, even more responsibility for Arctic security? How do we work together in pooling our resources, resources that we're increasing as part of our NATO pledges? How do we pool those and be more effective? Operation Cold Response, all of us involved in that with a number of other nations, is an example of a practical example of that. There are many others. So that's the first thing. The second, due to you reference resources, and there are considerable resources, both physical, critical minerals, and for example in Norway, as well as other economies, Canada included. So how are we going to develop those ourselves with partners at speed and scale that are there? And then the last point I'll make and then hand over, which is, of course, security is much broader. The capabilities in space, the capabilities in AI, in quantum and others, again, where we have quite complementary skills, what we're discussing is how do we pool those, cooperate, again, positively take more responsibility, and we're solving issues for our citizens. That's our jobs. And in that regard, it reduces the threats.
Here you are side by side talking about the importance of unity. If a country within the NATO alliance tries to take over Greenland, would Canada then be ready to contribute with military forces and actually put up military resistance to protect Greenland?
Well, the first thing I'd say, thank you for the question. We stand foursquare behind the principles of sovereignty, territorial integrity. It is for the people of Greenland and Denmark to decide their futures. And first point, being absolutely clear about that, being clear that we will back that with measures as necessary as a partner, and being, I think the fact that we and others have been clear, I don't want to put it on Canada, but European Union and others have been clear about these fundamental principles and principle of solidarity has helped to create the space which always should have been there, to be clear, to develop a better security umbrella in the Arctic, but also including Greenland. So we're clear on where we stand, and we will continue to stand with Denmark and Greenland. We are all making significant additional investments in our defense and security to protect our peoples, given the threats that have gone up immeasurably, well, measurably, but significantly. We all agree that that if we individually spend that money, or we spend it in an uncoordinated way, it's not going to be value for taxpayers. It also will not protect our people as much as we should, and it will not have spillover economic benefits to create good jobs and better futures for our citizens. Historically, when Canada has made defense procurement, 70 cents on the dollar, more than 70 cents on the dollar, has gone to the United States. Not just to American companies, but gone to the United States. That's not an effective way to build our industry or to protect our people. And so what we've been doing, we will still do a lot of procurement with the United States, to be absolutely clear. But in all cases, looking to procure much more in partnership, and it's a much broader range of countries with whom we can partner. Last point, particularly given the maritime and Arctic nature of the security needs we have, plus the virtual, the Nordic countries are natural partners for Canada.